Who is the greater devotee of Nurgle? Is it Typhus or Mortarion? We've got a Death Guard civil war as patron LazyDM goes toe-to-toe with Tycho, the Child of Chaos, in this episode of 40K in 40 minutes. Greetings 40K fans, and welcome to a Death Guard civil war. The Child of Chaos defends his crown and Mortarion's honor against LazyDM and Typhus with the Tallyman. All the plaguey goodness is about to hit the table. I gotta tell you, the studio has a definite Death Guard funk.
Hi, I'm Tycho, the Child of Chaos. Death Guard on Death Guard action. It's gonna be so amazing.
Hey everyone, my name is John. I'm also known as LazyDM, and I am happy to be piloting Typhus, the Lord of the Poxwalkers today. He's the Herald of Nurgle. We are gonna show Morty that we are the true Herald.
I'm playing the Plague Company today, Mortarion, showing Typhus why he should stay in his place. So my list is pretty straightforward. I've got a lot of things. I've got a lot of Demon engines. Only the one Plagueburst Crawler. I've got Terminators of every description. I've got some Plague Marines. I'll get to play against John. It's gonna be so cool. We're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be so gross. I hear it's your birthday. Happy birthday, John.
We're spreading the Flyblown Host, and we're gonna prove to Mortarion that Typhus should be the #1 favored of Grandfather Nurgle. We're playing the Flyblown Host, which gives the entire army a stealth if they have the infantry keyword, and we are bringing the full 60 Poxwalkers to the table. We are running 2 Myphitic Blight-Haulers in this list. We are running the Plague Bus, which is 2 Malignant Plaguecasters in a Rhino. We're running a unit of Plague Marines, and we are bringing all the Terminators that we can. I'm gonna have a ton of fun today. For those wondering where I'm coming from, I am actually just one of the Discord members who has been following these guys for a year. Tycho has definitely inspired a lot of my forces today.
Today's mission is Terraform. Objectives are worth 4 points each to a max of 15 per turn, and terraforming an objective that is either in no man's land or your opponent's deployment zone will score you 2 points for the rest of the game. All of that starts on turn 2. Swift action will allow BATTLELINE units to advance or fall back and still do actions, and our sweeping engagement board is a stepped long edge deployment. This episode is brought to you by GameMat.eu. Turn your tabletop into a real battlefield with GameMat.eu. With their premium battle mats and pre-painted tabletop scenery, you are ready for battle straight out of the box. Suitable for war games and board games like Warhammer 40K, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Necromunda, Star Wars Legion, X-Wing, and many, many others. Plus, they've got folding gaming tables. That's right, the classic G-board, known for its portability, is available in 72 by 48 inch and 60 by 44 inch, and the new G-board Ultra offers enhanced stability and strength with a slight trade-off in portability and handling. It's also available with 4-inch leg extensions to raise it up and make gaming easier on your back. Let GameMat.eu help you build your next battleground. Check out GameMat.eu at the link in the description below. Looks like both players are setting up to smash face early. Tycho's put 3 of his Deathshroud in Deep Strike Reserve. LazyDM has a Lord of Virulence attached to a Deathshroud squad, and they will also start a Deep Strike.
All right.
So, I think we both want to go first in this detachment.
I think if I go second, John might be charging me right away.
I want to just clog your lines as much as possible right from the start and hold you back as much as I can. This detachment is all about primary denial and just having the bodies to stop you scoring primary points, and that's what I'm going to try to do today.
Should LazyDM get first turn, Tycho's center could be in serious trouble. Roll to go first will determine how aggressive LazyDM scouts his units, as he can potentially charge Tycho's lines turn 1. I think that roll for first turn is going to dictate this game and will be super important.
Well, I guess we just need to figure out who's going first. A 3 versus a 4. You get to go first. Good luck, John.
There it is. LazyDM is going first.
So we have a lot of scouts to start off with. It's all of my army, as long as they have the infantry keyword, gets the scout, which means I have a lot of work to do right now.
All of his infantry can scout in the Flyblown Host, so LazyDM will get to do some pre-game positioning and scout every single infantry unit he has. Tycho is choosing Skullscore and Blight. Anything in Contagion range will be -1 weapon skill, and Mortarion will be running Disease Influence, gaining reroll 1s to wound for friendly Death Guard within 6, pretty much the entire game, I would think.
Good luck.
Good luck, sir.
Woohoo! All right, so turn 1.
LazyDM's turn 1, he's drawn Marked for Death and Engage on all fronts. The Plagueburst Crawler, Mortarion, and his pet Myphitic Blight-Hauler back there are the ones that have been marked.
All of which are incredibly difficult targets.
No command point from the Tallyman this turn. It's 1 command point each as we head to the movement phase.
Typhus and the Poxwalkers, they're going to say, this objective here, this is mine.
Poxwalkers and Typhus have claimed that far left objective. I'm imagining he's going to attempt to terraform over there. Blightlords move up behind the Poxwalkers. Still more Poxwalkers moving up.
They do a little dance as they go. Never see a sad Poxwalker.
Plague Marines shielding those probably actioning Poxwalkers. Again, getting those terraforms out early and trying to score fast. The Deathshroud in the midboard are within an 8-inch charge of Tycho's lines. This could be a game-deciding move.
I have a strat that gives me a 6-inch pile-in and consolidate as well, which means I could be hitting a lot of stuff. For my actions with the shooting, the Poxwalkers over here are going to start the terraform action, and Typhus and these Poxwalkers are also going to perform the terraforming action.
Shooting phase now, and the Myphitic Blight-Hauler wounds one of the Deathshroud. Tycho makes a save. Typhus now, only 2 dead cultists from the Eater Plague. That's not enough. Deathshroud now midboard into the spawn.
20 shots. They are turned, so they automatically hit, so it is going to be 5 to wound. That's a good roll, I like that. 7 saves, please, no AP on these. Who is Nurgle Blessing here? It's
Who is Nurgle Blessing
clearly
here?
you.
I failed 2, and I can ignore those on 5. The spawn, shall they stand strong? Oh, I take a whole wound.
Actually, I have one more shooting that I can do.
Oh, a dead Deathshroud from LazyDM's Myphitic Blight-Hauler. That is a start.
Typhus rejoices.
Charge phase now, and the Nurglings charge the Rhino. That's an 8. Apparently, Korn is watching.
Now we go for the important charge.
Now you need big numbers. You need an 8 here.
And that's a 4.
Ooh. Oh no, the Deathshroud have failed their 8-inch charge. Command reroll still fails. That is not good. The Nurglings have managed to do a wound to the Rhino in the fight phase, but man oh man, LazyDM really wanted that charge, and now his Deathshroud are out in the open. Let's hope the 2-up invuln save and Papa Nurgle's attention is on him. 2 points on engage, and discarding Mark for death for a command point puts both players at 1 at the end of the turn. He has started 2 terraforms and only 2 points scored. This could be a tight match.
So, at the beginning of the command phase, we're going to go up command points to 2.
Tycho has pulled Storm Hostile and Overwhelming Force, both eminently scoreable.
This is exactly what you want to be doing against this army. I have given you so many options here.
You've done a really good job gumming me up with those Nurglings. I really appreciate how you're using those, and you're teaching me, because I am not good at using Nurglings. So I regenerate D3 wounds with my spawn, and hey look, 1, that's all I need. Huzzah, my Rhino heals as well, and therefore will be at full wounds as well.
Long story short, all I did in my first round for all the shooting, all the charging, all the killing is I killed 1 Deathshroud Terminator.
Now that's actually pretty big. Start right into the movement. We're just gonna putt forward a little bit. Go beasts, go.
3 Deathshroud move to the midboard, including Cuffs the Lawnmower. Oh, here comes Mortarion.
Given that I do have a stratagem that can make you -1 to wound me, and given that the Deathshroud have that ability built in, would you reconsider moving that be within 6 of Morty?
You're right. Maybe I should move a little bit more.
I always want my opponent to play the best possible game so that I can beat them and feel good about that, rather than hope that my opponent makes mistakes against me.
Both Plague Drones are moving forward.
This is a sticky objective.
No!
The Foxwalkers are going to just dive into cover. They're coming for us!
Tycho has taken the left side objective away from LazyDM, as his objective control over it is higher than his, and at present will stop the terraform, but somehow I think he's gonna try to pick up that unit.
This is the fight Typhus really wants. He wants to slay your Demon Prince. He wants to show that he should be the general of Morty's armies at the very least, but he needs to survive.
Moving right along into my shooting phase.
Plagueburst Crawler starts us off, firing into LazyDM's 6-man Deathshroud midboard. There's 2 wounds. Battle Shock is passed. Entropy Cannons, both hit, both wound. Oh, the wounded Deathshroud goes down. Both players have now lost a Deathshroud Terminator. Talk about action! Deathshroud Plague spewing the other Deathshroud to no effect. Plague Drone now 1 down and another one of them wounded. Boy, those Deathshroud are taking a beating. 4 remaining. Rotwind from Mortarion, he is melting Deathshroud.
Which means I will lose 1 more guy here, and 1 guy will go down to 2 wounds again.
Is that the end of the shooting? No, it's not.
Oh, the Blight-Hauler whiffs. Second Blight-Hauler now, multi-melta into the same Deathshroud. Oh, only 2 in the character left. Cultists now, and LazyDM using Myphitic Invigoration to get a -1 wound on his Poxwalkers. So far, only 2 dead.
Grenade! 5s. I hit once, and a 3 fails because it's strength 4. Heaviest of stubbers.
Feel pain. I feel pain.
More Poxwalkers down to Plague-Spurting Deathshroud. Oh, 5 Poxwalkers drop from Tycho's Blightlord Plague Spewer.
I might not have a unit for Typhus to bring Poxwalkers back to.
I do have a prince. Hosing down Typhus even more than he has already been hosed down. Let's see how many more. 3. That's 3 more. -1.
Feel no pain. I feel pain. As you can clearly tell, I don't roll as well as Tycho. That leaves just the Rhino.
So we're actually going to use exactly what's on top of the Rhino. So here comes the foul Blightspawn, -2 flamer. Here we go. 3. Wounding on 2s. That's 3 wounds.
I only have an invuln, so 6 plus invuln. I feel all of them. That is going to kill 1 Nurgling, and that is going to put 1 on 2 wounds.
Plague Marine with Blight Launcher.
No, nothing.
Non-firing deck weapons, which are just a big rack of combi rig. Ah! Ooh, I didn't hit very well there. Looking for 2s. 3 wounds.
2 of them. No!
I killed Nurglings.
The Rhino shoots itself out of combat and fails to Havoc Launcher those Plague Marines.
All right, that is an entire shooting phase. All sorts of charges I want to make. There's charges I'm going to make.
And there's charges that I hope you fail.
Charge phase now, Bearicade the Demon Prince into Typhus of the Poxwalkers, barely in. Deathshroud, same target, a 7 fails.
Whew.
Needing a 6 on dice for the Cultists. It's a 7! Nurgle's number again! What's happening here? Has Typhus offended Papa Nurgle? Plague Drone Buzz needs a 7 as well. Finally, something rolled besides a 7. It's a 10. I was getting worried. It's starting to smell a bit funky in here.
Next is going to be Mortarion, so that he doesn't get boxed out.
Mortarion with the 6 is in. Slanesh has entered the chat. Deathshroud with the 8. Cord wills it, apparently.
At the end of the day, I'm still happy that I did this, but I really wish I'd made that charge.
Spotter in. Cuffs the Lawnmower needs another 7. There's a 10. Success.
Nick warned me, all right, Nick did warn me that there was going to be a lot of 5s and 6s rolled.
You know what? The Cubes of Chaos loved me. Almost all the charges that I really wanted to went off.
I will be getting Terraform off on here if you don't take this away from me.
So we're going to start with the one that I think matters the most, which is my Cultists. Nurgle does not believe in throwing their Cultists into the fray without fully equipping them for both melee and range. It's very nice.
Cultists fighting first here. That's an interesting choice.
And they are -1 to hit because of Typhus's ability when he is leading a unit.
Tycho's using Sanguis Flux to get sustained hits 1 on the Cultist.
5s and 6s. Here we go for Nurgle! Ah! So that is actually a horrendous roll.
I need 1 of these to live so that I can hold on to a Poxwalker. Come on! Yeah, 1 lives! Because Typhus is still leading a unit when you swing at the Demon Prince, he will be -1 to hit.
Bearicade, the Demon Prince, swinging away at Typhus and the boys. He's still going to strike, because if I can get 2 strikes through into Typhus, I can just... I normally hits on 2s, but he'll be going to 3s because that Poxwalker's still around to be annoying. 2 miss. So I'm actually going to re-roll one of those. One of these 2s turns into a 2. Okay, well, that was fun. Needing 2s to wound. 4 wounds at -2.
It will go straight through on the Poxwalker. He needs 3 5s. He doesn't get it.
So now you've got 3 wounds on Typhus, putting him to his invulnerable save.
I fail 2 of these. Typhus will immediately die, and no, I will spend 1 command point, going down to none. Reroll this 1 for balance.
No! Typhus not here. The Demon Prince displays his dominance. I am the destroyer here.
This is all part of Typhus's grand scheme. He is a master strategist. Put it in the comments below if you remember the name of Typhus's flagship that he pilots all the time.
All right, so let's go straight on to Buzz the Mower Drone.
Buzz the Drone only kills 3 Poxwalkers. Deathshroud midboard taking all the hits here. Spawn downs the last of them, leaving the Lord of Contagion to tank Mortarion and 3 other Deathshroud.
Mortarion, you shall pay. I missed twice.
That's Morty. So wounded on 2s, re-rolling 1s.
Well, that's good, because I rolled a 1. And there you go. 3 wounds at -3.
It goes to my 4+ invuln, and I cannot roll the invulns. Groundmere the Reaper has failed in his mission from Typhus.
The Deathshroud are unneeded, so they can now pile into the Poxwalkers. This is not good for LazyDM. Oh, 10 dead Poxwalkers. They clap back and manage to do nothing. Ooh, what a round 1. There's a dead Typhus, but I'm pretty sure that entire flank is gonna collapse thanks to the Blightlord Terminators. The midboard is somewhat lost for LazyDM, however, he has terraformed 1 objective and will continue to score that for the rest of the game.
Because Typhus died here, I didn't get to use my cool thing where I sweep the cultists, kill a whole bunch of them, and bring back a whole bunch of Poxwalkers instead.
So I score 4 points on Storm Hostile Objective because I did that. And I score 5 points on Overwhelming Force because I killed at least 2 units on objectives.
The score is 9-2 with turn 2 coming up.
Starting the turn, I will draw secondaries here.
LazyDM has drawn Defense, Stronghold, and Recover Assets.
I think I have things to be able to do that with. We'll go up to 1 command point.
Tallyman gets him an extra command point. He's up to 2 to Tycho's 1. Poxwalkers pass Battle Shock. Primary points, he's got 4 for holding 1, 4 for holding 2, and 2 more for a Terraform. That is 10. Puts him to 12.
I have a lot of catching up to do. So we're gonna start. These Plague Marines are going to go hunting a Rhino.
Poxwalkers rise from the sewage to smother that objective.
They cannot recover assets, which, you know, would be important.
Now, would you want an asset that's been recovered by a Poxwalker?
The Plague Bus with the double Malignant Plague Casters rolling up. It's gonna do some work. Blightlords moving up need the charge, not the advance. That objective is about to get flooded with LazyDM's Death Guard. Blight-Hauler looks set to recover assets on the left flank. Mid-table Blight-Hauler lining up shots on Cuffs the Mower.
I'm gonna fall back with the Poxwalkers.
3-man Deathshroud with Lord of Virulence, Deep Strike into Tycho's backline.
Onto the Shoosting. This Blight-Hauler on this side of the table is going to be recovering assets. My Tallyman is also going to be recovering assets.
Should those complete at the end of Tycho's turn, that's going to score LazyDM 3 more points. Shooting phase now, and the Deep Striking Deathshroud targeting the 2-man Deathshroud unit with full rerolls to wound, and Tycho makes all the 2-ups. The Lord only manages to do 1 wound. Wow.
And next up, we have the Blightlord Terminators.
The Spewers are going into the Cultists, and everything else into the Demon Prince Bearicade. The Cultists are melted. The Demon Prince takes a wound. Blight-Hauler into Cuffs the Mower. Meltus miss.
Nope.
But the crack missile hits. 3 damage and 7 wounds remaining. Wait, 7 wounds? Oh, here we go again. Plague Marines now Melta-misses, and the Marines do nothing.
This is all going totally to plan.
Plague Bus, oh boy, here we go. 17 hits and 7 wounds? It's Nurgle's number again.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, you rolled
I
well,
like
too.
that.
Oh no! So that's 5 D3 on my poor little Rhino.
We have 2 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage, 7, 8 damage.
I'm still alive!
Now we get to go to the charge phase. These guys can do this unassisted into him. We're gonna have a lot of fun over here.
Plague Marines charge the Rhino, they're in.
The other important charge,
Blightlords charge the Demon Prince as well.
I need a 5-inch charge. That's a 10. Able to get everyone into the fight. All right, well, I really want a stank shock, so I'm going to make the longbow charge over there. I'm going to get a 9. Oh, it's an 8.
I should have Overwatched somewhere, but it's too late now. Okay.
Fight face now, Marines going first. Rhino's down, no explosion, no casualties.
With that, I am not going to consolidate over there because I don't want to give you an opportunity to swing at me.
Demon Prince down to 6 wounds. He hits back now.
Barricade! Only 2 wounds at -2.
2 on my invuln. No, nothing.
3 each.
Dead Blightlord each time.
All right, that wasn't nearly as horrifying as I was thinking.
No, I thought that they would hit a little harder. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. And the fact that you had a vehicle and a monster there denying me ability to stank shock was very sad.
Ooh, what a turn. Defend Stronghold and Recover Assets are both ongoing. LazyDM still sits at 2 command points. Tycho at 1. It is 12-9 as we hit Tycho's turn 2.
I, in my command phase, am going to go up to 2 command points. You go up to 3.
Tycho has drawn Extend, Battle Lines, and Cleanse.
The worst for Nurgle ever. It's like against our very souls.
So you've got Extend already. Cleanse, you've got some Chaos Spawn right there.
Huzzah! That is now sticky and icky and wonderful.
He's got 4 primary points for holding 1 and 4 for holding a second to give him 8. It's 17-12 his favor.
I have 2 very good Overwatch opportunities here. I have the Plague Marines down there, as well as those Deathshroud.
But I think I'm going to move.
Tycho's Poxwalkers moving up to threaten LazyDM's Plague Marines. Blightlord's coming up for some Blightlord on Blightlord action. Plagueburst Crawler rolls up. Back Blight-Hauler eyeing up those deep striking Death Guard.
He's got those cool battle tech weapons that flip backwards.
Second of Tycho's Haulers sees a Rhino and gets all happy. Oh, Myphitic Blight-Haulers love hunting rhinos for sure. Cuffs the mower and his 7 wounds zoom toward Lazy's home objective. Buzz the drone closes in as well.
I think your Blight-Hauler is in spot of trouble.
I'm hoping that his T9 down to 8 plus his invuln of 5 helps him out a lot here.
Mortarion swings to the right side of the table. Seems a waste to use him on Poxwalkers, but points win games, models don't.
My deep strikers.
Olidus the Hushed has arrived with his Deathshroud to tag the Tallyman.
Bye, Mr. Tallyman, you gave me a command point.
So, moving right along to the shoe stings.
Starting with the Mortarion into the Plague Marines.
Here comes the lantern. I see you. Just 2. It's a 5. -3.
No.
Here comes the Fort of Doom. Oh, baby. Hitting on 2s. Oh, I rolled 3 2s for you. And so that's going to be a grand total of 5 wounds at -2.
I will gladly take cover on that one, which means that it will be on 4s. Yeah, the
Nice.
fart does nothing.
They like it. They're like, yes, that's my brand.
This smells like home.
Oh, that's gross. I love it. Moving on to the Plague Marines. I think they're going to, again, open up on the Plague Marines in front of them.
3 more dead so far from the Foul Blightspawn, thanks to a command reroll. And yet another to the Blight Launcher. Myphitic Blight-Hauler missile fails to wound. The Melta fails to hurt the Deathshroud.
Well, we'll go with his bro. So I'm going to shoot multi-meltas at your Rhino. I'm going to shoot a missile launcher at your Rhino. And I believe I can, yes, Bile Spurt.
It's going to shoot through Morty's legs.
Here come the multi-melta. 1 hit. So this is a 4. I rolled a 6. Nothing necessary. Minus enough that I don't know if your armor cares.
Straight true. D6 damage.
5 whole damage.
Down to 5.
Here comes the missile launcher. And again, looking for 3. Ah, it's the 3!
I can save this one though. I need a 5. No, I get a 4.
I roll solid here. It just goes boom, boom. It's a 5! It goes boom, boom.
Do I explode? No, no explosion.
1 Plague Caster takes a mortal wound as he disembarks.
All right, good shot, Red Tooth.
The Spawn are cleansing the center objective.
Scrub, 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 scrub.
The Deathshroud roasts the Poxwalkers, killing 5 more.
I can see a Myphitic Blight-Hauler. All of the weapons except for the mortar. Oh, hello, little Plague Marine from across the map.
The squad is down and the foul Blightspawn has taken 2 wounds. Battle shocks are passed. Myphitic Blight-Hauler takes 2 entropy cannons to the face, but they are saved. LazyDM still in this, folks.
Enjoy your recovering assets.
The Tallyman takes 18 Deathshroud Plague Spurts, 15 wounds. Down he goes. That is going to stop recover assets and stick LazyDM with a dead secondary.
I am getting some wild dice here.
It is, and I am failing all of my saves. But that is how the dice go. I honestly have been loving this game so far. It's been a ton of fun just like getting to play this.
From the Deathshroud on Deathshroud, all of them saved. Blightlords into the Blight-Hauler now, and Tycho manages to do 2 wounds. He's taken it down to 8 remaining. Ooh, that was a big shooting phase. Let's see what he does in the charge phase.
The first charge, Poxwalkers, dual charge into both your characters.
I will spend 1 command point and overwatch the Poxwalkers with the Foul Blightspawn. I have a total of 4 shots. These are wounding on 2s. That is 3 saves.
Make 1 re-rolling. No, 3 dead. Blah.
Because a Poxwalker base is 25 millimeters, they are less than an inch, which means you can actually tag the back of them and be in engagement range with your Plague Marines.
And now there's only 7 of them. A 4. I think they fail.
Do you want to grab one reroll that one?
No.
Plague Marines are into both characters.
All right, Mortarion, you've got some Poxwalkers to munch.
Mortarion reaches the Poxwalker covered objective. Deathshroud reached the remaining Poxwalkers in the mid-table.
Blightlords into your Blightlords. There's an 8.
2-man Deathshroud hit the Blightlords.
I'm in a lot of trouble.
Cuffs the drone, charging the Myphitic Blight-Hauler with a 10. Second drone, Buzz, also reaches the Blight-Hauler.
And now that means the objective is tied, which means I will not get Defense Stronghold regardless of what happens here.
The Deathshrouds are going to start the festivities.
Sanguis Flux again here into the Blightlords from those Deathshroud.
Didn't help me at all. 3s. 4 big attacks, -2, saving on
94s. I fail 1, so 1 guy will take 2 damage.
Counteroffensive from the Noxious Blightbringer.
I need assets on this side.
Only 2 wounds, both saved.
No.
All of our command points have come to nothing.
What is it that Nick always says? If you don't give your models a chance to do cool things, they never will.
And you know what? Nick's models do cool things. They also die a lot. Just putting that out there.
I am happy to just pick these 2 up.
Blightlords now manage to take that unit down to 5 and the character.
Nick, make Tycho stop rolling 5s.
Here come the drones. Cuff manages to do only a wound. The Blight-Hauler takes 2 damage. Buzz now with no joy.
But they did achieve their objective, which is you have killed a Tallyman, denying me recover assets, and you have tied me on OC on that objective, which means I also have to keep that, which means I don't score any secondaries for last round, and I have to keep them both here, which is awful.
Blight Marine split attacks into the characters. There's a dead Blightspawn, but the Blightbringer lives. Mortarion, 15 sweeps and 9 dead Poxwalkers.
Think that is all of your attacks. The Lord of Contagion, normally hitting on 3s. These are all into the Demon Prince. Up to 4s because of your Contagion. He hits twice. 5s, no wounds. 5 of the Blightlords in there. But 6s are lethal. I need 6s to wound. He is surprisingly tough. But we do get 1 more. 8 saves at -2.
Go first. Okay, I save a grand total of 5 of them. That was beautiful. I'm down to 3 wounds remaining. Let's fight back.
Yes, the Demon Prince.
Ah!
Looking for the 4s. We save all but 2 of them, 2 damage each. So we will lose the Reaper autocannon.
Poxwalkers fail to hurt Mortarion. Blight-Hauler fails to hurt Cuffs the Mower.
I really should have used the Play on Tabletop dice, now available on your store. Do still out OC you on that objective.
Tycho is cleansed for 2 and extended battle lines for 5, and LazyDM has failed both defend Stronghold and recover assets. It is 24-12, and LazyDM is in a whole bunch of trouble. Let's see if he can fight his way out.
Not looking great for me right now.
Kept defend Stronghold, and he still got recover assets. He's gonna have to discard one of them here. Otherwise, he's not gonna score anything. And he has dropped defend Stronghold to pick up Cleanse instead.
That's okay, I can do Cleanse.
Battle Shocks first, though. Blightlords have failed. Lazy does hold 1 objective for 4, and he's got that Terraform to get 6 points primary. Takes him up to 18.
And what I'm gonna do?
Malignant Plaguecaster is cleansing. Second Plaguecaster moves up. Blight-Hauler moves to the far left point.
Slowly walk. If I can spurt all over you, then I might be able to do something here.
Poxwalkers falling back. Noxious Blightbringer falls back. Tycho choosing to overwatch here, and he got him.
Going with shooting, we're going to start from this side and go over.
Malignant Plaguecaster here firing into those Plague Marines. Oh, wow. What in the name of sweet Fanny Adams is going on here?
That's my dice, folks. Have one save at -2, D3 damage, and watch. He dies.
Myphitic Blight-Hauler into cuffs the mower. Down he goes. Second hauler wounds the prince. Save failed and down he goes. That frees up his Blightlord Terminators. Deathshroud on Deathshroud, 11 saves to make, needs 2s, 1 alive on a wound, and 1 okay. Blightlords trying to ice the Deathshroud now, and they succeed. Oh boy, howdy, what a shooting phase. Charge phase now, and an 11 rolled will allow LazyDM's Deathshroud to reach Tycho's Blightlords.
That's a good start.
His Blightlords make it in as well. Myphitic Blight-Hauler now, he reaches the Plagueburst Crawler.
So we are just going to go straight into the fighting.
Fight phase, 1 Terminator lost for Tycho. 3 more Blightlords now, and another Terminator down. Myphitic Blight-Hauler whiffs into the Plagueburst Crawler. Tycho now with Buzz the Drone, 2 more wounds on the Myphitic Blight-Hauler. It's got 6 wounds left, and nothing back from it. Deathshroud Terminators take 2 damage from Tycho, and a Blightlord is also down to a single wound. Willie's managed to cleanse to take his secondary up to 4 points and has discarded recover assets to gain another command point. It's 2024 for Tycho at the end of LazyDM's turn 3. Can Tycho put him away here? Let's find out.
You both go up 1 command point.
Tycho's turn 3 secondaries are Secure No Man's Land and Assassination. He's going to need to hold 1 or 2 objectives in No Man's Land and kill off a character. I think he might be able to do this.
I have given you plenty of targets to assassinate here. I have 2 characters over here, and I have 2 characters over here.
Battleshock pass on the Blightlords. He holds 4 points for 1 and 4 points for another to get 8 more on primary. Takes him up to 16 primary, 16 secondary. It's 32-20 Tycho's favor. LazyDM's got 2 command points. Tycho has 1.
Unfortunately, John's dice have been failing him left, right, and center. There is not a lot of models left here. I think I can push home a victory if I am smart here in round 3. Moving. Poxwalkers. They're gonna boxwalk.
Choosing Overwatch for his Malignant Plaguecaster.
I am going to make it hazardous because I want him to kill himself now to make it more difficult for you.
So I can't lily pad hop over there, right? Yeah, that makes sense.
Hazardous roll first. He does explode.
Does 5 wounds and kills 4.
This will go boom, and you will score assassinate.
Yay!
Much repositioning in the movement phase here for Tycho. I think he's got the scent of fetid blood in his nostrils, and he's about to put LazyDM out of his misery.
Let's move to the shooting phase. Going to be an action for Terraform here.
Plague Spears in the drone hurts the Blight-Hauler at his home objective.
5 wounds remain.
Tycho's Hauler manages 6 damage with his Milta. Second one picks it up. Plagueburst Crawler free to shoot now. This is big. Plagueburst Crawler mortars LazyDM's Blight-Hauler, takes it to 3 wounds remaining. Plague Marines into the Plaguecaster, down he goes! Mortarion now into the Poxwalkers, only 5 left.
All right, that is all the shootings I can shoot.
Charge phase now, Plagueburst Crawler into LazyDM's Deathshroud. Deathshroud have reached the Blight-Hauler on LazyDM's home objective. Buzz charging back in, tank shocks, only a single mortal wound.
I think you need Nurgle's favorite 7. I am happy to pick him up. Oh my goodness, Morty made it in.
Morty, look at him go.
Oh my.
Oh, the Poxwalkers are in.
We are going to move right along into the fight phase.
And Morty sweeps them clear. LazyDM's Deathshroud now. Can he ice Tycho's Blightlords? He does! Tycho has secured No Man's Land and performed Assassination, though technically LazyDM did that on his own, puts him to 26 secondary, 16 primary, 42-20 as we head to LazyDM's turn 4. LazyDM has pulled Overwhelming Force and no prisoners. He does score 6 on primary, 1 objective held for 4 and 2 for Terraform, which will take him up to 26 with a maximum score of 5 more secondary in this turn, which would take him to 31 with a Terraform for 33 next turn. There's really no way for him to catch Tycho at this point.
I think with that, we can safely say that this is game.
Well, thank you so much, John.
That was a ton of fun.
41-66 is your final in favor of Tycho. Well, today it was Mortarion that showed why he leads the Legion, and Typhus is back in the warp, thinking on his next move. However, he has put an upstart Demon Prince in his place. I foresee a future battle in the Grandfather's Garden after all things come to Papa Nurgle.
That's it. That's all, folks.
I had a ton of fun today.
A Mortarion has dominated the battlefield.
I lost this game because of my skills and I have a lot to improve upon, and I am totally fine with that. Thank you to the entire Play On team.
Thank you all for watching. It's been a fantastic game, and we all hope to see you next time. And
Play On.
Well plagued, LazyDM and Tycho. That was a lot of fun to watch. Thanks to this episode's sponsor, GameMat.eu. Make sure to check them out at the link in the description below and check out the new Gboard Ultra. We have one in studio and we love it. And of course, a big thank you to you for watching. If you like what we do, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. If you really like what we do, please consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. Well, that's it for all of us here at the Play On Studios. On behalf of them, this is me, JT the Voice, saying, till the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grimdark universe, play on.